ulti, that's it.
I didn't say T1 would play tempo, I said VICI would.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Apologies. Right. As we're getting into game number 1, we're going to get the coach interview that we usually do with Frankie, as she is standing by with T1's coach, March.
Thank you very much, Avo. I've got March with me now, and I need to ask your reaction to that Omni Knight pick. It's the first time we've seen it here at TI10.
Yeah, it is the first time we've seen it, but we were actually brainstorming ourselves too, and then we were kind of predicting that hero.
So you didn't have to adjust your draft in any way to counter it? You already had it in the game plan?
I don't want to say so much, but it's not a surprise for us. The meta has been developed around the Magnus, and it was something that we were thinking about it as well.
Well, thank you so much for your time, March. Good luck. We are going to head it over to Cinderin and Sunsfan to get game number 1 underway.
Thank you very much, Frankie. Sunsfan with Cinderin here. VICI versus T1. Best of 3, Cinderman. Are you ready to see Omni Knight?
Yes.
It's been about 2 months since he's been nerfed, and everybody forgot he existed until he was first to picked.
Yeah, so...
Tell me why.
Yeah, so what's interesting about this is that, you know, there was some speculation about, okay, what's going to happen to Omni Knight when with the nerf that came in. Obviously, the biggest nerf for Omni Knight was the fact that Heavenly Grace can be dispelled. Used to be an insanely powerful ability. It is still a hard dispel. It still gives all the bonuses from before, but now you can itemize against it. You see for T1 in this game, they have Enchant, for example, that could remove it. But yeah, why is it first to? Good question. Maybe VICI Gaming see it as a counter to Magnus because of the hard dispel, which, you know, it's definitely very good. But yeah, I also see some potential pitfalls for the hero. Like Omni Knight, sometimes when played as a 5, which will be the case this game for DY, ends up not contributing as much in lane as you would like. And then if you're playing against heroes that just run at you, it can be very difficult to fight back. Like heroes with silences, heroes with burst, heroes with magic damage as well. And I feel like T1 have a pretty good mix of everything. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to see Omni. I thought it was a shame if the hero just disappeared entirely off that one nerf.
Yeah, no doubt. As you can see, an early split art here from Ori in the mid lane. Seen a lot of Lesh versus Lina, but to refresh everybody's memory, Cinderin, how do you like this matchup for respective sides here?
I think it's slightly Lina favor, but Leshrac is one of the heroes that fares the best. We need to keep in mind Lina wins almost every lane right now, so if you can somewhat break even, that I would consider that almost a win in a way. So Ori should be having an okay time here. Early on, however, Carl is managing to double wave him into the tower more or less, so should cost some CS there for Ori unless he has really good last hitting. Carl even finding denies too.
A little bit there.
Oh, Cuckoo actually almost killing Toyoyo here.
Yep. As we're going to see first blood. All right, old 11.
11 here.
Yeah, taken out by 23 Savage on the position 1 Razor. So picking Razor again, I mean, obviously in lane against any melee hero is going to be pretty successful. And then
he is kind of a luxury at this point.
Yeah, true.
Like, Horn tosses the real RP. Oh, good damage onto DY, gets the skewer.
Shockwave into skewer, DY, TP's away to save D. Oh, okay, never mind. Impetus, just enough damage there.
It did get sent to smoke from VICI. Yeah, you got to get Dagger on Mars. You need some way of setting up fights so you can start snowballing a bit with the lineup you've picked. I think it's more tempo reliant. Whitemon here will break the smoke.
Tanking the gank here. And Toyoyo trying to get credit for this kill, and he'll do so. No, actually, that went to Ori.
Are 5 heroes down here killing a measly end.
Yep. Oh, wait.
Maybe they get
Mars Arena, Spear, sets it up onto Cuckoo. TP is coming in. Purification doing a lot of damage. RP not going to go off in time. Maybe for the best, honestly, from T1's perspective, that they did not go off.
Bang, but not set up exactly. He doesn't make plays. 11.
Whitemon is going to find old 11 here. Cuckoo with the shockwave. Old 11 might be resigned to his death, but Ori comes in with that Pulse Nova, doing quite a bit of damage, but the RP does come out. Laguna Blade, not enough to kill old 11. Dies shortly after, though. The Boundless Strike onto Ori, now completely out of mana. Shockwave back into the fray. This is going to be a 1-for-1, or 2-for-0, as T1 just continuing their dominance in this early game.
Wait, which one was it? Was it 1-for-1 or 2-for-0? VICI Gaming are like, screw it, we're going to go for a big play. Gonna bring all 5 heroes top. The Shrek has a bit to go though, old 11.
Yeah, Cuckoo getting caught out, the spear into the trees, but he's gonna be left to his own devices. Zephyr gets out the Wukong's command in the meantime. Just soloing out Toyoyo. Meanwhile, they're gonna be able to take out the Mars pretty quickly here, but here comes Ori, almost out of mana. Carl pops the BKB, dodging the splitter, and as a result, Cuckoo gets off the RP just at the last moment. Ori gets bursted down by the right clicks of his counterpart Carl in that mid lane, and Ursa looks to be next. That's first life down. T1 has only lost Magnus right now. Poyoyo wants to try to take somebody with him to the grave, but the LSA will shut that door. So 3-for-1, T1 advantage again.
If we do get a replay on that, pay attention to where Leshrac is when the fight breaks out. They get the lift, they get the spear, but Ursa's in front of the tier 1 when they spear the Magnus below the tree line, and Leshrac
not. And 23 Savage not wanting to give up the first tower.
Up here, standing there again.
All right, there's the arena. Whitemon stuck inside with the Pulse Nova from the side as well. Looks like he'll finally go down. Takes a while though. 23 Savage getting up aesthetically on Poyoyo. We see the RP on the 2 from Cuckoo. Shockwave to fall. Beautiful balance strike on the 3. LSA to follow. T1. Unbelievable synergy here. Triple kill for Carl. Old 11, the last remaining member for VICI Gaming, but not for long. Just absolute god tier layering, Synderin. That was nice.
Zephyr with the BM Yules as well, just for fun. Maybe he was trying to set up for Savage to get the kill.
And guess what? They defended their tier 1 tower still.
Again.
At 20. Used to be the case.
I believe that was indeed not the case at one point, but with it being... It's just a great counter to Enrage. Just heal him right away, buy yourself the time.
They're coming back in. Is T1 trying to build on his 10k lead. Old 11 jumps him. Big BKB by Carl. Poyoyo and company stuck inside the arena, trying to right-click down 23 Savage. Gets off the static link though, and my goodness, Ori just melts every single way as Poyoyo looks to be next. And T1 just absolute domination. That's a full team wipe with the buyback coming out from the Rubik. But PYW, all he can do is try to push out these lanes just a little bit. Just a little bit of time and burst anybody down despite being so far down in net worth.
Smoke on smoke action. This is VICI Gaming's last chance in the game. If they lose this fight, they're going to lose.
Poyoyo smoke gets popped here. Heavenly Grace applied, going on top of the Enchantress, but they still can't burst him down. Poyoyo has to pop that BKB, gets the enrage off. The RP comes afterwards. Poyoyo finally will get one kill, but it's just on the Enchantress. And you see the Wukong's command on the downside. Ursa dies, binds back into the game. Zephyr will be bursted down as well. So it's a 2-for-1 with the buyback onto Ursa. The stolen RP by PYW. Do they have enough damage to actually clean this up? VICI Gaming finally winning a fight. 23 Savage is dead. Triple kill for Ori of all heroes. That is exactly what they needed. And into the Roche pit, VICI goes.
Yeah, so Ursa does have some buyback for that, but that is a huge win for VICI Gaming. And the key part of this whole situation, Cuckoo's RP on the Ursa, honestly, in my opinion, Zephyr doesn't care.
Yeah.
That was a little bit
jumping
wild.
In and out, but not going to find anybody. At least not yet.
11. He has to BKB here.
Yeah, old 11 is in quite a bit of trouble. Pops that BKB, gets the spear off as well. Guardian Angel from afar. Poyoyo comes in, trying to burst down the Lina, but Carl pops his BKB. She'll be able to get out just fine. Cuckoo and company trying to take out the Ursa in the meantime. You can see the Eye of the Storm. So much minus armor against this Ursa. And he's stuck inside that Wukong's command, but the stolen Wukong's from PYW. And Poyoyo looks like he's going to get out just fine, but Leshrac is just getting decimated despite having the BKB. Yields himself to safety, but not for long. Drops as a result. And this is turning into a fight for T1. The skewer back on Poyoyo. And despite having that Aegis earlier, they still lose this fight, Synderin.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they used RP. I'm guessing they did on the Rubik after he...
He did, right. So what's really crucial in this fight is Zephyr on the Monkey King getting into the backline. So he forced PYW to just RP only the Monkey King, and that makes that fight so much easier. So he RPs and then he steals the Wukong's command, and that just doesn't cut it. They need that RP on the big course that Ursa is hitting. So it's off camera right now, off screen. You see the green marker in the bottom left on the minimap connecting in. Yeah. And just sitting on that Rubik. Back to live though. Carl is getting kind of low here, so maybe T1 can't actually get this tower.
Satanic is on the way, though, Synderin. Don't you worry.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. Old 11. Oh, he gets off the BKB. Gets a little bit of space there. A couple more right clicks should do it. Nice heal from DY. So Old 11 lives as a result of that.
Stolen
LSA stolen. Is going to connect. Spear onto one. Double rebuke as well. That's going to be 2 cleanup kills for VICI Gaming in their own base.
They really, really wanted Old 11 there, but Neck God will escape.
So yeah, a little bit of gold going the way.
And this will be a pretty big difference maker if they find some sort of better solution to the Razor life static draining the Ursa as well.
Wukong's command, boundless strike, trying to create some space here.
Okay, that's
Ori being forced out, but there's the Horn Toss back into the Wukong's command, and the right clicks from Carl. But Ori's going to live for now. In fact, going to turn this around completely onto the Magnus. So despite a good setup there from T1,
Old 11 could get an arena.
They lose Cuckoo. There's the Mars Arena. 22 Savage has to refresh to get that BKB off, but they're just going to kill Mars in turns with a 1-for-1 now. Ori trying to play a lot, as much pressure as possible onto Carl. He's getting right-clicked down by Puyoyo. Now pops his BKB. Carl just getting stun locked. That was a stolen LSA as well. Boundless strike to follow. Carl has to stand his ground with that Satanic. He's doing a lot of damage, but will finally go down in favor of VICI Gaming, but they do lose Puyoyo. 23 Savage has to stand his ground as well, but it's not going to happen. DY and PYW, the last two remaining members of VICI Gaming. An absolute bloodbath of a fight. It's just the supports left over. But Monkey King is so strong, he gets lifted by PYW. Oh my god, that heal! Zephyr! Jiku Mastery for the freaking win! Has the high five to nobody, but well deserved. This is a fight I feel like VICI has to take. They're going to scan, so they know that this is being attempted right now. Old 11 jumps in with the first arena. BKB by Carl. He just walks out to safety. Old 11 procs his passive now. 23 Savage gets up the plasma heals. There's a refresher from Old 11 able to blink to safety. Puyoyo getting kited on the back line right now. And you see Cuckoo boundless strike into RP. T1 decimating this fight, but that's a buyback onto the Rubik. Ori inside. This Wukong's command just getting kited with that nullifier. Easy kill goes the way of T1 again, and DY basically the last remaining member. There is a buyback from Rubik, but ultra kill from Carl into second Roach, I would assume. And T1 might have just won the game off of this fight alone.
VICI Gaming, I am so sorry for believing in you. The moment I said you had a good shot, you get absolutely crushed and get no kills in the fight.
It's okay.
I got run over. Feeling a little bit like Kyle here. Oh man, that was
I don't think he got
fight from
he didn't get off the second arena. I'm not sure if that would have made a difference.
Right, so first of all, he doesn't get off the second arena, and I think they didn't layer their Guardian Angel with the BKBs too well, and there was nothing, like, there was no clear target for VICI Gaming in that fight that they were able to get on top of. They just kept being, you know, kited around. Some insane boundless strike cast there.
Yeah, into the throne.
Oh my god.
They know that these buybacks are likely not here. It's going to be a tier 4 tower, and you can see 23 Savage. Yeah, GG's called. So T1 take game 1, and I mean, they got off to an amazing start. But you got to give VICI credit for making some sort of a comeback when we didn't really see much avenue for it, but they played really well despite not having the laning stage advantage.
Still feels like overall, you know, a deserved win here for T1, even though they had to grind for it a little bit. They were the better team in this game.